Welcome to the Healthy Body. Dr. Alex here. Today we're diving into a topic that's surrounded by curiosity, myths, and more than a little misunderstanding: female squirting. Some people see it as a rare, almost mystical event. Others aren't sure if it's real, and some have experienced it firsthand. But what does science actually say about it? How do women themselves feel about it? And does it really matter for health, intimacy, or pleasure? In this episode, we're going to explore the truth behind squirting, what it is, what causes it, how it's perceived, and why it's far less about performance, and far more about personal comfort and connection. We'll also touch on some practical ways to support sexual health for both women and men. Before we get into the details, if you enjoy learning about how your body works, improving your vitality, and understanding the science behind health and pleasure, I'd love for you to subscribe to the Healthy Body. That way you'll always have access to real, respectful, and science-backed information that can improve your quality of life. Now, let's start with the basics. Understanding the physiology. Squirting refers to the release of fluid from the female urethra during sexual arousal or orgasm. The urethra, as you may know, is the same tube through which urine leaves the body. That fact alone has fueled a lot of misconceptions. And yes, there can be some overlap, which we'll get to, but squirting is not simply urination. Research has shown that the fluid may contain a mix of two sources. One part comes from the bladder, and the other from a set of small glands called Skene's glands, sometimes referred to as the female prostate. Interestingly, these glands are embryologically similar to the male prostate. In other words, during development in the womb, the same tissue that forms the prostate in a male forms the Skene's glands in a female. When a woman is sexually aroused, these glands can fill with fluid. During orgasm, the pelvic floor muscles contract rhythmically, and in some women, this can push the fluid out through the urethra, leading to what's commonly described as squirting. The volume can vary widely. For some, it's just a few drops. For others, it's more of a gush. Both are perfectly normal. In fact, scientists have tested this fluid and found something interesting. It often contains prostate-specific antigen, or PSA. That's the same protein found in male ejaculate, further confirming the link to Skene's gland activity. How women experience it. Now, physiology is one thing, but how do women actually feel about it? A recent study from Sweden gives us a fascinating glimpse into personal experiences. Researchers interviewed 28 women who identified themselves as having experienced squirting. From their stories, 3 clear themes emerged. The first was empowerment and confidence. Some women described squirting as a kind of sexual superpower, a sign of deep sexual exploration and connection with their bodies. For them, it was exciting, liberating, even special. A few said it was something they had intentionally learned to experience through workshops, books, or guided practice. One woman even compared it to discovering a hidden room in a house she'd lived in for years. It was always there, but she'd never opened the door before. The second was indifference. For these women, squirting wasn't a big deal. It didn't make sex more pleasurable or intense. It was just something that happened occasionally. Some only realized it had occurred because of wet sheets afterward. For them, it was neither positive nor negative, simply a neutral part of their sexual experience. The third was discomfort or shame. A smaller group of women described feelings of embarrassment or confusion. Some worried they had urinated, which led to self-consciousness. Others found the mess inconvenient or felt awkward because of a partner's reaction. Cultural and personal beliefs played a big role here. If someone grows up with the idea that female sexual fluids are dirty or taboo, that mindset can shape how they interpret the experience. The real takeaway. So, is squirting a goal everyone should chase? Absolutely not. There's no medical evidence that it improves health, and it's not a measure of sexual skill or intimacy. Some women squirt regularly, some never do, and both are equally normal. The real focus should be on comfort, safety, and mutual respect. The most fulfilling intimate experiences happen when both partners feel free to explore without pressure or judgment. And for men listening, your role is not to make your partner squirt or to measure your success by whether it happens. Your role is to be present, attentive, and supportive. Pleasure is not a performance, it's a connection. Supporting overall sexual health. Now, while squirting is a female phenomenon, sexual function in general for both men and women is influenced by the same fundamental factors: healthy blood flow, strong pelvic floor muscles, balanced hormones, and a relaxed, confident mindset. For men in particular, one of the biggest challenges as we age is maintaining good circulation to support strong, reliable erections. One simple, natural way to help is by increasing nitric oxide in the body, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow where it matters most. A nutrient that's especially good at boosting nitric oxide is L-citrulline, found in high amounts in watermelon. That's why I sometimes recommend a watermelon-based supplement for my male patients. It's easy to add to a daily routine, gentle on the body, and for many, it makes a noticeable difference in sexual performance and confidence. We'll continue exploring more science-backed tools like this in future episodes, so if you haven't yet, take a moment to subscribe to The Healthy Body now. That way, you won't miss upcoming videos on improving circulation, enhancing energy, supporting hormonal balance, and much more, no matter your age or gender. At the end of the day, squirting is simply one of many possible expressions of female sexual response. It's neither the pinnacle of pleasure, nor a sign of dysfunction if it doesn't happen. What matters most is the freedom to explore intimacy without shame, the trust between partners, and the willingness to communicate openly about needs and boundaries. If you found this discussion helpful and want to keep learning about your body, your health, and the science of pleasure, subscribe to The Healthy Body. Together, we'll keep breaking down myths, sharing practical tips, and celebrating the amazing ways our bodies can work when we give them the care they deserve.